When it was unveiled in 2024, Volvo said its new D17 780 engine was designed for massive power and torque, outstanding responsiveness, unprecedented engine braking across the entire speed range, and overall best-in-class drivability. And now that it's here, we can find out if the marketing team has sprinkled a little fluff onto the engineer's notes, and we couldn't have picked a better operator for the job. Main Road Otorohanga is the latest chapter in a story that started back in 1963 with Jim and Bev Barker and Dennis and Cynthia Dow's Otorohanga Transport. Son of Jim and Bev, and his journey as a transport operator is as much about the past as it is about the future. Jim's companies back in the day were long-term operators of Volvos and Kenworths, so it's no surprise that Daniel has followed the same path. The first FH16 780 that we see here is also the first full air suspension 8x4 Volvo on New Zealand roads. We've named it Arlo, after Mark Dew, a Freightlines driver that I spent all my school holidays with. He taught me everything. It's fitting he gets this one, says Daniel. The man behind the wheel of Arlo is Terry White, who's currently on a job for Balance, moving bulk bags of DAP from Mount Maunganui to Stratford. 10 1-tonne pallets of fert on the 7.5 metre truck deck and 20 on the 12 metre trailer deck. During our time with Terry, he'd be also returning with bales of cardboard out of Fonterra Eltham for recycling in Tauriko. At 2,245mm, Arlo's steer axles are about 250mm further apart than they are on Odin. According to Volvo, this is for packaging reasons, allowing space for the air suspension and the Euro 6 emissions equipment. Loading the front axles can be tricky, the second steer axle can overload, but the load sharing is quite good, says Terry. It also took a bit of getting used to the difference going around corners, but not long. The lock isn't affected, it's still very good. The truck body and trailer are built by Demet and fitted with strap and go tie downs. Demet's gear is good, and I like the strap and go, but it did take a bit of getting used to the straps swaying around in the back. I like stuff to be put away neat and tidy, Terry says. In developing the D17, the Volvo engineers set out to reduce internal friction while efficiently generating more power. In addition to the increased displacement, the D17 features a new single-stage turbocharger, a patented wave piston design, higher peak cylinder pressure, and a new injector design. The 17.3 litre 780's power and torque curves are peakier than the new D17 600 and 700. Its max power of 574 kilowatts, 780 horsepower, peaks at 1700 RPM before immediately beginning to drop off. And its 3800 newton meters, 2803 pound-foot of torque figure plateaus from 1000 to 1200 RPM, coming in later and is sustained for 300 RPM less than its less powerful versions. And at 56 tonnes, Arlo runs at 10.25 kilowatts, 13.9 horsepower per tonne. This puts it line ball with the FH16 750 Terry was previously in, which ran at 54 tonne. Drive then goes back to the 3.09 to 1 single reduction high-poid tandem axles by Volvo's familiar 12-speed I-shift overdrive AMT. Terry reckons the changes are a lot smoother and quicker than they were in the old 750, and it's a lot more decisive too. What's really striking is how easily the 780 picks up speed. Almost all the way, Terry is just touching the throttle to move it along. The D17 hooks in with a subdued rumble, and the I-shift grabs the right gear every time. Terry comments that the 780 is on average 3 to 4 km per hour, up on the old 750 overall. The hardest thing in this is trying to keep it at 90. It just gathers speed so easily. You notice the extra torque straight away, and it's more responsive and smoother, says Terry. I can tell you what it's like, but as I've been telling a few drivers, you have to actually jump in it and have a go for yourself. The ride on the Volvo's full air suspension can be described as virtually perfect. Perceptibly, it's a little firmer than its home rival Scania, not quite as smooth when the surface deteriorates, but you cannot complain about it. It's just the right amount of firm. Empty or loaded, it rides the same. I don't know what took them so long. The front airbags make a big difference. I thought I might not be able to feel the road as much, but it's smoother and you get a lot more feedback, says Terry. Arlo's mix of front spring damper, rear air cab suspension likely plays a big role too. Not too hard, not too soft, just about right for New Zealand's roller coaster-like state highway network. About as quiet as you'd expect as well, with wind noise being the most obvious intrusion into the cab, but with 67.5 decibels at 90 km per hour and 70 decibels when the old D17 is working hard, you'd still think you're in a mobile library. Obvious interior changes for the 2025 Model FH include push-button start, a redesigned steering wheel boss featuring the new Volvo logo, and an extra 10mm quoted interior floor-to-ceiling height. Overall, Terry reckons it has more than enough space, comfort and convenience for a night away. He especially likes the rotating passenger seat and table. Arlo is a striking unit. Nothing extravagant in Main Road's green and gold palette, but it's the details that really stand it out. The DBOS logo on the doors, Cliff Mannington's hand-painted scrollwork, the painted tanks and toolboxes, the gold powder-coated buckles, those little touches that catch the eye and draw you right in. Then of course there's the artwork of the three significant trucks of the past. Big Julie, an Albion Clydesdale, the second new truck bought by OTL in 1966, Big Jim 1, a Foden S108 4400 purchased in 1988, and Big Jim 2, with the script The Legend, all in honour of Jim. It's got a bit of class, as Terry puts it. A bit of class and a lot of meaning. A perfect way to welcome the market's new power leader and acknowledge the personal journey that led to Arlo's being. As for the arrival of the D17 and 780 horsepower, yes, they're big numbers, and achieving them has resulted in a perceived peakiness in their delivery. Yet, combined with the latest iteration of the iShift, you soon realise this is one exceptionally well-engineered package. It's rare to read the marketing and actually end up mostly agreeing with it. To read the full story on the new FH16 780 Volvo for the Main Road team of Otorohanga, then catch a copy of the December 2025 issue of New Zealand Trucking Magazine, or subscribe to our digital platform and view the entire feature there. See the links below. Also remember to hit those thumbs up and subscribe buttons right now to be notified of fresh new content as we upload it for you. Take care out there and travel safe.